Yeah, I don't know. I mean, look, firstly, a lot of people talk about rematch clauses. When there's such a huge A side in the fight, you have to do your job as a promoter. Like every huge name that I've worked with in boxing has a rematch clause in their fights, right? Secondly, it's me that requests that. And let me tell you the main reason why. Anthony Joshua is about to fight Deontay Wilder for, I don't know, 50, 60 million dollars. He's choosing to take a dangerous fight a few months before, where if he loses, he's really quite out in the wilderness, and also loses the Wilder fight in December. So if we're giving that opportunity to someone else, of course we're going to look for a rematch clause. Not against my will, but probably against my advice. Anthony Joshua came out last night and said, I don't give a fuck about the rematch clause, I'm going to knock him out. So just tell him to sign a contract. Give him a complete simple contract. You know, Dillian Whyte replied and said, I'm not going to do any promotion around the event. I don't want a rematch clause, this, blah, 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 blah. So we've just gone back now and just given him Dalton Smith-style promotional requirements. No rematch clause, August the 12th, done. The worry I have is I send that email and 10 minutes later, Sky Sports News are running a story and it's like, do you want this fight or is this some kind of other mission to land another fight, or I don't know. So the great news is now is they have the contract, no rematch clause, August the 12th, absolutely nothing in the contract of any regard that's going to cause anyone any problems. Let's see. I don't think they're going to sign it. I hope they do. And AJ wants this fight bad. It's the fight that he wants. But we want to announce on Saturday. It's Thursday now. We've got 48 hours. I don't want to put a deadline because it starts rattling people. But the deadline's on us to announce the fight and other opponents that we've got ready to go. So I know Dillian...
What's going on, people? It's your man, the YB, back once again. Now, as far as I'm aware, this fight hasn't been announced yet. So, Dillian Whyte hasn't signed it. Now, Dillian Whyte is a big, useless, fake yardie. Bottom line, yeah? He's a goofball. He come out crying, oh, no rematch clause. I want to knock AJ out. You get what you wanted. And I understand, Dillian, it wasn't a 10 million you wanted, but you ain't done nothing apart from get knocked out and get your ankle twist up. Do you understand? Let's not forget that. And I respect AJ because AJ's done what he's supposed to do. Yeah? I don't need a rematch clause. I want to punch you up. That's all I really want to hear. Will he do it? That's another story. But as far as this goes, AJ's on point. I can't knock what AJ's doing. Yeah? AJ would have had a right, yeah, to sit back and say, Deontay Wilder fight's coming up. I don't really want... I don't even think this Dillian... I mean, if you're really on your job, if AJ's head wasn't lost here, this makes sense. You're just completely gully and you're going to smoke Dillian and then smoke Wilder. But in the uncertain times we find AJ in, I wouldn't be advising this. However, does this signal an attitude shift? I don't know. We're going to have to see it. From now on, I'm not doing no more speculation. I need to see to believe. Yeah, if I see AJ in there putting it on Dillian, we can then get into the conversation about, is he going to get knocked spike out by Wilder? But until then, until I see that, I'm not going to do no, yeah, but, oh, YB, but he took the rematch clause out. I mean, it sounds good on paper, doesn't it? It sounds good. Yeah, he took the rematch clause out. But anyway, let's stick to the topic. Topic is, fair play to AJ. AJ on his job, doing what he's supposed to do. If you think you can smoke on Dillian, you don't need a rematch clause. And that's what Dillian was crying about. Yo, I haven't got a rematch clause, and AJ won't do this, AJ won't do that. You got what you wanted, and I ain't heard nothing. I ain't heard none from Dillian. And what's really pissed me off is the fact that Eddie Hearns just said, Dillian Whyte came out and said, oh, I'm not doing no promotion for the fight. Who does this guy fit? And that's why I hope this fight don't happen. I hope AJ never fights Dillian again. I don't understand who he thinks he is. Dillian, your whole relevance is getting knocked out by AJ and then getting knocked out by Tyson Fury. You ain't done nothing. You ain't. Oh, sorry, and Povetkin. Just throw a 50-year-old dude in there as well. You're known for being a fake yardie who get knocked out by AJ, knocked out by Povetkin, and knocked out by Tyson Fury. Spark out every time. That's what your big claim to fame is. There ain't no other big claim to fame. Who was Dillian Whyte knocked out who worth anything? Go on. Life and death with Rivas. Got half chinned by Rivas. Half chinned by Rivas. Chinned by Povetkin. Chinned by AJ. Chinned by Fury. I'm trying to think, what's he done? He ain't beat Ruiz. He ain't beat Ortiz. It's baffling, really. I'm trying to think, what's he... Oh, Chisora. Okay. You went life and death with... genuinely, Dillian Whyte's claim to fame is going life and death with Chisora. And I think he beat Lucas Brown. That's people, get serious here. Dillian Whyte's big claim to fame is having a life and death trilogy with Chisora. Yeah? That is literally what he's done in the game. I'm going to turn up to the AJ fight. Because whatever you say about AJ, he's never been spark out by random dudes like Povetkin. He's never been spark out by, well, yeah, or clipped by random dudes like Rivas. Because you can say, yeah, he's been clipped by Ruiz, but Ruiz is decent. He's put down Ortiz, his hands are quick. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not a bad thing. Ruiz is top 5. Dillian people are having a go on Dillian who ain't even top 10. Povetkin wasn't even top 10 at the time. He's 50 years old. And I'm getting older now. I'm 30 now, yeah. And back when I was 25, 5 years ago, I used to think, why are these guys talking about age for? Yeah? Why do these guys keep talking about age? Like, just get on with it kind of thing. But when you get older, you realise, yeah, things ain't working like they used to. Do you know, my back, pumping some weights and your back don't feel like it. Before, when you're 20 years old or 20, 24 or whatever, you can pump some weights and next day you can pump some more weights. Now it's kind of like, oh, this is twinged today. My hip's twinged. Now it's my shoulder. Now it's this thing. Now it's my hip. Now maybe I've got bad genetics, but I'm just saying, I've done athletics to a high level in the past and I never had no problems from 10 years old to 20 years old. Now all of a sudden. So where I'm going with this is, yeah, to get chinned by a 50-year-old Povetkin, you've got to be a proper fake yardie, in my opinion. You know what I mean? You've really got to be pushing it to be done spark out by a 50-year-old man. Because you really are, by 40, especially in that game, when you're taking damage to your body. You know what I mean? To be struggling against a 40-year-old man, it is a sin. And that's why you man know me, AJ versus Pulev was a bad look. Yeah, it was bad. You should steamroll that guy on principle. You are 40 years old. Yeah? You're finished. This game, if any game is a young man. I mean, even look at football. Name me a footballer who's thriving at 40. Even at 35. Any sport. Yeah? Any sport. You're done by about 30, low 30s. You're done. Finished. Realistically speaking. At the top level. Yeah? You're done. Finished. It just don't work that way. So to be 40, you know what I mean? To be 40 years old and be getting clipped spark out, you need to sit down somewhere. Yeah? Because you ain't what you say you are. And now you're coming out saying, if I do... Part of the reason that AJ and Dillian Whyte fight makes sense is we want to see the drama. Like I said, this fight, realistically speaking, it should be coined the battle of the most finished. Yeah? AJ versus Dillian, we find out who is completely finished. Bottom line. And if it goes... I'll tell you this for free. If Dillian Whyte and AJ goes to points, then we know they're both finished. Yeah? Because AJ sparked him out 5 years ago. Dillian's been chinned by... You know what I mean? Dillian's been chinned by a 40-year-old Povetkin. So if AJ can't get it done, he's finished. Equally, AJ ain't looked too great. So if Dillian Whyte can't step on the gas and put it on AJ, he's finished. Yeah? So if it goes to points, they're both finished. And we find out if AJ wins, then he's potentially back. If Dillian wins, he's potentially back. But when you've got that kind of fight where this isn't a relevant fight. This isn't WBC versus WBO champion, where there's something to be sold here. This is two dudes who are down bad coming together, and really a big element, probably at least half of it, is let's see how the drama goes. Dillian Whyte coming out. I'm not going to do any press. Like, get this guy out of here. Genuinely, get him out of here. I don't even want to see this now. He's turned me off because I've seen. Look at the Tyson Fury fight. He came with that corny stuff. Oh, I'm not doing no media. And all the Dillian Whyte fans, yeah, but yeah, trust me, he's coming with it. He really with the shits on this one. Yeah. Oops. Do you know what I mean? I've seen this story before. Fool me once, shame on me. Or fool me, I don't know what the saying is. It's one of them ones. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. 100%. Yeah, you fooled me the first time, you ain't doing it again. Yeah. This tells me Dillian Whyte in the Fury fight came to get knocked spark out, jump on the floor, and get paid. And why ain't you doing no press for? Why not? About you ain't doing no press. What do these guys think this is? Yeah? What is this? Oh, I'm going to dig out the fans. Because the problem with these guys, they say things like, well, I'm not going to do no press because I got my guarantee of 3 million. Well, that's good for you, Dillian. Yeah? But for 1 minute, stop thinking about yourself and think, wait a minute, where is this 3 million coming from? Even though I wanted 10 million, which is ridiculous. Yeah? Where is this 3 million coming from? Because Dillian ain't the smartest, clearly. But if he was a bit smart, he'd think, wait a minute, this 3 million ain't coming out of Eddie Hearn's pocket. It's not coming out of the sky. The hard-working fans are putting hand in their pocket. A lot of these sports guys forget that. Yeah, without no fans. And that's why I don't pay for no... Truth be known, I ain't pay for no sporting events. I'll tell you what, I am going to pay for Spence and Crawford, because that's a good fight. But I ain't paid for one for years, because I think, wait a minute, I'm down bad. Yeah? And especially people like Dillian Whyte. Why am I going to dig my pockets out to boost up some other dude who getting paid 3 million and don't even want to do the bit he's supposed to be doing? That's whack, man. Yeah, and I encourage everyone else, don't watch it, don't pay for it on this basis, because these guys taking the Michael. I want to make life-changing money and not even deliver half of the product, and then get in there and get chinned and do nothing. It's mad. Fair enough, yeah. If Dillian was going in there and, yeah, what? But YB, he didn't do no press, but he was with the shits. You know what I mean? He was on his job. Just in there trying to find a way. I'm not even talking people like YB, but it's boxing. Sometimes you get chinned. I'm not talking about that. I've seen a whole bunch of people get chinned. I think it was Hearns and Hagler, for example. Yeah? Hearns got done over, but he didn't get done over. He had a go. Do you know what I mean? Hearns had a go. Yeah? There's a difference between getting chinned and having a go and getting chinned because you're standing there like a clown. Dillian Whyte got a chin. Watch the fight. I ain't lying to you. Watch it. Dillian Whyte got chin standing there like a melon, like a big fake yardie. That's the bottom line. He stood there and got clipped, didn't do nothing. I don't think genuinely he didn't land one punch the whole night, and it was 7 rounds long. So don't tell me about I ain't doing no promo for the fans. Yeah, this fight don't deserve to happen. From what I've heard from Dillian now, and it's pissed me off. I ain't gonna lie to you. We can't have it, but it can't be both ways. You can't put a crap performance on and do no press. Yeah, at least do one of the two. At least say, you know what, I'm going to promote the fight, but I know I'm going to fall off when the bell goes. That's what you should have done. But Dillian Whyte's basically saying he wants something for nothing. Because we saw in the Fury fight, he's got no intention of fighting Fury, did he? Show me it. Call me a liar. Show me at what point Dillian Whyte had any intention of having a fight with Fury. There weren't none. So we got no intention. So wait there a minute. You want 10 million, but you had no intention of fighting Fury, and you had no intention of promoting it. So what are we paying this guy for? We paid this guy to get knocked out with one punch and have his ankle twisted. That's what you paid for. Fair play to you. Yeah? You pay for that. Oops. You know, that's what you pay for. And was it a bad spectacle? I mean, from Dillian Whyte's point of view, it was great. I mean, he ain't put no work in. He ain't put no stress on his body in that sense. He got clipped with one punch. It's not like he got his head punched in. And I think that's part of the script. I think Dillian thought, you know what? How can I provide the least value here? I know what I'll do. I'll walk into the first punch Fury throws and jump on the floor. That's what I think happened here. How can I get out of this ASAP and deliver absolutely no value to the fans? I'll do no promotion, and the first thing he lands, I'm just going to be clipped and complain about the push. Come on, people. Anyway, yeah, at this point, obviously for me, commercially speaking, this fight's good for me because but morally speaking, this fight don't deserve to happen. Yeah, AJ, I salute him on this case by case basis because he's done the right thing here. Dillian Whyte is a certified fake yardie cornball. Had some dude in my comment section saying, YB, what do you know? Dillian Whyte's a real yardie. He was born in JA. Listen, being born somewhere don't mean nothing. Yeah, what's that supposed to mean? Do you know what I'm saying? That don't mean nothing. You ain't a yardie because you're born there. You're a cornball. That's what you know, it's a bit like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. But yeah, he's born there. But again, anyone can be born anywhere. Don't mean you got no substance to you, does it? You know, one's there. I hate them ones. Oh, I'm from this place. That's what I never got. People always representing their thing. Oh, I'm from this place. Yeah, I'm different. Oh, that was it, Jake. Jake Paul, another one. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm from Oklahoma or Ohio. One of them. I'm from Ohio and we're built different. He went out sad. He went out looking at the floor, winging over the right hand. So I ain't trying to hear that. I ain't trying to hear where you're born from. You're having some substance is within you. It's not because you popped out of a fanny in a particular geographical location. That's what it's not. Because if it was, Dillian Whyte wouldn't have gone out the way he has. That's the bottom line. If Dillian Whyte had any yardie in him, he wouldn't have gone out that way. And I'm not even saying, am I saying a yardie can never be chin? No, I'm saying that there was no yardie spirit there. Yeah, there just weren't. It was cornball. I ain't gonna lie to you, I saw a lot of cornball in him. Yeah. Realistically, and that's people say, oh, why be, but this, that, the other. Listen. Take a step back here and think to yourself, how could someone have looked worse than Dillian? Do you understand that, people? That's the bottom line here. It's very hard to look worse. For example, Chisora looked better against Tyson Fury. He was trying to find a way. He was walking in all night. Walking in. Dillian Whyte, on the other hand, what was he doing? Standing, turning southpaw, and got clipped on the first shot. That is the worst way to go out. You didn't have a go, and the first shot you smelt, you jump on the floor. And Chisora took them shots all night, so, you know what I mean? There's clearly something wrong. Anyway, let me know your thoughts, people. Smash the like button, subscribe, and let off the bell 100%, no doubt.